Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Miracles of Mary. In this video, we're going to talk about how to manifest in the quantum field, and this will be part 1 about soul purpose. So this is a series about manifesting, and in the quantum field, it's a field of all possibilities, which I'll later explain in the video. It's going to be a series where first video I'm going to teach, second video I'm going to give you practice or meditation, and then it's going to continue on that pattern. And this series is inspired by the desire to learn what's the next level of the law of attraction, what's the next level of manifesting so powerfully and quickly, and just a video series on how to help people become even more empowered to create a beautiful life. And so this information that I'm going to teach is based on a book called A Radical Approach to the Akashic Records. And so I just read the first 30% of it, and then I'm going to teach it. I'm going to teach it while my mind is still fresh, just so I can hear like any discussions about what you guys think or what you guys want to know more of. So I summed it up in several points, and then I'm going to be talking about what I just learned. It's fresh in my mind. And so this information is just going to be about coming from this author. So the questions I have, it is, what is our soul purpose? How do you be? What is the illusion? How do we create? What is time? What is karma? And what are the 4 planes? And finally, what is the quantum field? Also, it's also called oneness. So back to the first question that I learned from the book is, what is soul purpose? What is our soul purpose? So that's a really big question that I have for myself as well. Like, why am I here? Why am I this person? Like, why am I in this location at this time? Why am I like this? So for soul purpose, we all have the same purpose, which is to live out our purpose. Like, it's not asking what is my purpose or dreaming about our purpose. It's about just being our purpose. And to be it comes from within, which is where the divine is. And it's much less about doing is human. And since we're both human and divine, she was saying how you can do what you want to do as long as you can be truly who you want to be. So she was giving an example of Oprah. Oprah wanted a way to share her wisdom, and she found out how, by doing it on social media, television, and talk on her talk show, and much more. So our soul purpose is to just be, is to just live, and just because we exist, that is our soul purpose. It's not like the pressure of you have to accomplish this, you have to succeed in that. That's doing, that's in the mind, that's human. So then how do you be? How do you be and do less? So being is becoming aware of the patterns that you have, especially in your mind, as well as in your family patterns as well. Like, for a lot of people that they can relate to, they can have patterns that are, let's say, for example, about money or success, that they must struggle to earn money, or you must be coming from a wealthy family to succeed financially. Could also be like diet patterns, or a pattern of similar diseases that are passed down. So just seeing like why is your life different from another person's life. So if you're working on like comparing your patterns and your lifestyle to another person, but you want to like improve what makes them different from you, and you can always learn. So it's being aware. Another thing about on how to be is just looking within yourself, like, who are you? And also to stop looking outside. So all the answers I have, everything can be accessed inside. Love, beauty, success, prosperity, wealth, everything is on the inside. You don't have to look on the outside. The outside is just a reflection of what's going on in here. So in here is your truth. The outside is just your perspective on what's going on in here and in here. And some people might be like intimidated and like, great, I have to do so much self-work. Like how much self-work do I have to do? It's not about how much. It's worth it. So don't let your ego talk you out of it. The effort that I've put in my personal development and spiritual development, like I'm never gonna come back to how I was previously, like such as I had anger issues, I had negative self-talk, insecure, negative beliefs about success and about love. So I've come a long way, and it's so worth it. It is liberating to do the work. And then the next question is, what is illusion? Like the Matrix. So illusion versus the truth. The illusion is something it's like a false idea, something that deceives you. So let's say, what's a false idea? A false idea is that you are separate from everybody else, or you're better than everybody else, or you're lower than everybody else. The truth is that we're all one. We're all one person, and everybody is a mirror of each other. So that's what I mean by illusion. So in the book, she was talking about illusion is right versus wrong. Like nothing is that, it comes from judgment. Oh, this happened, this situation happened. Is it right or is it wrong? Also labeling something good or bad, like an experience you had. So the thing with that is that when you are focused on this end or this end, let's like politics, you're leaving out the middle, the spectrum of it. And when you are labeling yourself with this, like, I am from this nation and you're from that nation, so that makes us different and separate. Of course, differences are great and it should be celebrated and helps us grow more. But when I talk about differences, it's like, oh, so I'm from the U.S. and you're from this other country. The U.S. is the greatest nation in the world. Okay, that's opinion. So it creates anything that creates a feeling of separation or isolation is deception. It is illusion. So that's the biggest point of what is illusion. So also a really important point is equanimity, which is a Buddhist term for being neutral. So whatever experience you have, you don't have to attach if it's good or bad, or if it's a lesson. Just be in the middle, because everything, emotions and thoughts, they always come and go. So when you're in the middle, that's when you are at your core, when you're at balance, and that is a lot of inner strength, and that also strengthens your spirit. So life is about self-realization. It's not about lessons. It's about fulfilling your potential, which is self-realization. The next question, I have 4 more. No, actually 5. So the next question is, how do we create then? If the world is full of illusion, then how do we get out of this illusion? So like one of the biggest truth is that you are the creator of your life, and that's in almost all my videos is law of attraction, how to teach you how to create your own life. So in the book, it was talking about when you take your responsibility, that is when you take your power back. And we interact with reality based on our thoughts and emotions. And in my other videos, I'm teaching how when you marry both of them together, that's when you create miracles. That's when anything can happen. So thoughts and emotions, that's how we create. And owning up to the reality that you created here with you now. So when you own up to it, then that means, it's like if you go through a bad experience, then you can undo it. Like with me, I've made stupid mistakes too. If I made stupid mistakes, I know that I created it. So I tell myself, wait, if I created that, then I can undo it. So that's taking responsibility. That's when you take your power back. And then also, like, scientific research shows that your thoughts affect the smallest particles on the planet, and so that is vibration. The next question is, what is time? So time is another illusion, and time is a huge thing, a huge perception that pretty much controls a lot of people's lives. People look at the clock to tell them what to do, when to do things. So time is an illusion. It's not one straight line that's like 3D, 4D view of reality. Everything is actually happening at once, and time is not. It's as we progress through life, it comes in a spiral. It's not one straight line. And also, life is just not like one flat line. One flat line is like, if you look at like in a hospital, those heart machines, I don't know what to call them. If it's straight, then that means you're dead. So this is life. It goes up and down. But if you see the up and down, take it to this side, it's actually going in spiral. So it's like up and down, but it's going in a spiral, like a vortex. So that is time. And that's why some people say like, wow, like I just had a really good call with a friend. It seemed like we just talked for 10 minutes, but it was like 1 hour. Or if you're going through something painful, like let's say going to the dentist, you're gonna feel like, oh, that was like 2 hours, but it was only like 40 minutes. So time can speed up, time can slow down. It's a perception, it's a feeling. The next question is, what is karma? So karma, a lot of people think karma is punishment. Like you've heard the saying, karma's a bitch. And what you reap what you sow. So karma is not about punishment. It's actually a gift, according to the book, a radical approach to the Akashic records. So karma is actually about self-realization, which I mentioned before. It's about fulfilling your potential, and it's not about, oh, something bad just happened to me. What lesson did I learn? It's not about what lesson, it's about what did I realize about this situation. Also, another thing about karma is transcending illusion, transcending the lower planes, which I'll talk about the lower planes next. So transcending, what I mean is, how can I see above the situation? Like, how do I not get sucked into these heavy emotions of anger or frustration or shame or guilt? How do I rise above this? So that's transcending. And then, so about karma, the author was saying how people keep coming back, people keep reincarnating because they believe in this illusion, and it brings past energy to the present, which it's like past traumas. So if you don't believe in past lives, let's just use your current life as an example. It's like something bad happened to you as a child, and in the present day you're going to keep telling the story that, oh, I was the victim, that keeps happening to me, this is how people treated me. So you're just living in the past. So part of this series is about healing, and to heal is to release energy, to let go of the past, to be present now, so you can create a future of infinite possibilities, and that's entering the quantum field. So we have 2 more questions. So what are the 4 planes? So to transcend karma, to transcend illusion, you must master the 3 planes. So this is according to the book, a radical approach to the Akashic records. So the 4 planes. So let's first talk about the 3 planes. So the first plane is the physical plane. It's what you see. It's the most dense and the slowest plane on Earth, but it is a gift for anybody with emotion, any sentient being. And then the next plane is the emotional plane. So the emotional plane, your emotions, it reflects what you're experiencing in the physical plane. And the collective conscious, when people talk about the collective consciousness, it's about the emotions that are added into the air. It's what you feel when you enter a room. And so the next plane is the mental plane. So this is, as I list it, it gets less dense, so it gets lighter. So the mental plane can be anywhere. It goes everywhere. And this is where pure consciousness is. And this is where everything begins before it creates. So the mental plane is where you have an idea. You can fuel it with emotion, like joy or excitement. and then in the physical plane is where it manifests. So it's mastering these 3 planes: the physical, the emotional, and the mental. So in law of attraction, it's marrying the mental and emotional together, and then it attracts the physical plane. So when you master these planes, you become more powerful, you can create faster, you have massive healing. So these planes are not separate from each other. And like I said before in the video, separation and isolation, it's only an illusion, it's deception. These fields are all within each other. It's just, it gets the as I list them, it gets lighter and we become a little more free. So the next plane to get to, which is it is the quantum field. So this is the quantum plane. It's also called oneness. So this is how you enter the Akashic records. And what the Akashic records are, it's a plane that holds all records, all information and knowledge of the past, present, and future. This is a place of potential and possibilities, and it's limitless. And again, where you can get massive healing. So the quantum field is the level of pure creation. There's less limitations. So many possibilities are available to you here. And when you enter this plane, it's a plane of bliss, it's a plane of love, it's a plane where you get downloads of energy. And when I mean download, like spiritually, like when you release some pain, then something new comes to your life. So that's how, that's what I mean by downloads. So this is where your life flows with ease. And so that is how you get to the quantum field, is to mastering the plane. And this is like easier said than done, but the work that you do, like the direction that you want to go to, the intention that you have to become the most powerful creator that you can be, that's what's important. It's the process. It's not about, I'm going to get to the quantum field immediately and then everything, I'm going to achieve all my happiness and be one with God, source, universe. It's the process. So it's going to be fun. And so the next video, I'm going to send you to how to manifest in the quantum field part 2. And it's a hypnosis meditation to find your soul purpose. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, share, also subscribe, turn on the notification button, and you can find the link to the next video in the description below. If you are looking for information and knowledge and enlightenment on your purpose, I'm a numerologist, so you can book me, open up the description box, and you can book me at miracleswithmary.as.me. So I will see you in the next video. Okay, have a good one, beautiful souls.